Hi guys, welcome back. So recently I've been getting a lot more comments and emails from people who are they're new to lockpicking, and they've watched some of my videos, but they want to try it out for themselves, and they want to buy their own pick set. And I've had a lot of questions from people asking, what pick set should I get? There's about 100 different choices on Amazon. So today we're going to do a little guide to buying your first pick set. Okay, so most people will go onto Amazon and they'll look for the cheapest lockpick set that they can get, and they might find something like this. It's a Klom 32-piece pick set, and you can also get Goso ones and all sorts of cheap brands, and they come with loads of picks. You get loads of hooks, loads of rakes, loads of tension wrenches, and loads of auto lock picks, even dimple lock picks. So what's the problem with that? Why aren't these a good choice? Well, one of the problems that we in Europe face are tight keyways, and tight keyways are designed to make our lives hard for us and to stop picks from reaching the pins easily. So these cheap Chinese lockpicks, they're made out of a nice material. They're spring steel, and they look alright, but one of the biggest problems is that they're just too thick. The material is too thick to fit in here, and although this one is fitting in here it's actually rubbing off the sides of the lock, and it's just hanging up there, and all the feedback will be dampened, and it's really not going to work for us. We might also get some of these picks. This is like the opposite extreme. It's extremely thin, and probably one press inside the lock will just break it off completely. So I would recommend for your beginner pick set to stay away from these cheap Chinese things. The good thing about them, however, is that they do have rubber handles, but that doesn't really make up for the bad pick tips. Okay, so what would I recommend? Well, you can also just as easily buy these, and these are Southord picks. This particular pick set is a Southord C1510, and one of the reasons I recommend this is because they're very easy to get no matter where in the world you are. They're actually, I think they're made in America, but you can get them very easily in Europe. And this particular pick set has got 11 picks in it, and we'll look through them in more depth, and 4 tension wrenches. So this was my first pick set, so some of the picks are a bit bent, but they're all here. None of them have broken, which says something about the material they're made out of. They're also springy, as you would expect. So we get a DeForest diamond in this pick set. We get a whole bunch of hooks. I wouldn't like to describe them because most of them are a bit bent. We've got deep hooks, medium hooks, and all that good stuff. We've got a half diamond, good for kind of hybrid picking. It can be used for single pin picking or raking. And a SETI rake, one of my favorites. Some snake rakes, very useful. And even a ball rake, which is good for wafer locks. So this is an ideal beginner pick set. It's got a good variety, plenty of picks to get you started. The only trouble is that it does cost quite a bit. It's between £20 and £30. If you have that budget, then I would recommend going for it. Only downside is that the handles are a little bit thin, and the metal can be quite hard on your hands, and also I find that even though I have quite small hands, they tend to roll and they're quite hard to control, but I still use them, and I've got this far done using these picks, so they're not all that bad. And if the handles do annoy you, you can actually buy packs of rubber sleeves to go over them, or even just shrink tubing works perfectly for that. And these are very thin. I don't know exactly how thin they are, but they fit nicely in here. They don't hang up at all. They glide in and out very easily, and they are perfect for our European locks. You can also buy cheaper lockpick sets from Southord, like the PXS-14, I think it is. It has rubber handles, so it really depends what your budget is. Anything Southord is worth buying, in my opinion. And also in this set we get a good variety of tension wrenches. We've got 2 twisted tension wrenches. Where's the other one? Here's the other one, a long one and a short one. We've got a very useful tension wrench. It's a tension wrench with a thin down tip on it, and we've got a really thin one for small keyways, so plenty to get you started there. And I would really highly recommend it if you have the budget. As I said, you can easily go for something a bit cheaper from Southord if you don't have the budget for it. But yeah, as I said, also you can buy, or I don't know if I did say, but the thing I like about Southord is that you can buy replacement individual picks, which is absolutely brilliant, because if you break or bend a pick, you can just get a new one, and you don't have to buy a whole new pick set. Something that isn't so easy to do if you have a Chinese pick set. So I really hope this is helpful. I can't think of much else to say apart from also, if you're in Canada, Sparrow's lockpicks, I've never had any of their picks, but a lot of professional lockpickers like to use Sparrow's tools. They're very well made, and in here I actually just keep custom picks and individual picks. I'll show you some of my custom picks. There's one that I made, it's kind of bent, but you can also make individual picks if you know what you're doing. If you know what you are doing. Here's a couple more I made. These don't have handles, but what I do when I make my custom picks, because I make them out of this thick windshield wiper insert stuff, if I just left them that thickness, they'd hang up inside the locks and they wouldn't work very well, so I always spend a bit of time filing these a bit thinner. So that's a tip for if you're making your own picks. File them thinner, because there's nothing worse than a pick being far too thick. Okay, so I really hope this helps. As I said, there will be a few more beginner guides coming out, and if you do have any further questions, you can always leave them down below in the comments, or send me an email, hobbypicker@gmail.com, it's down in the description below. And I will remind you that this is my 99th video, which means my next video will be my giveaway draw. If you want to find more out more about that giveaway, go and check out my 90th video, and make sure that you leave a comment down in the comment section of that video, and you'll be entered for the draw. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.